Yo, what up, it's your boy JDMC and we're here with another video. So today what I'm going to do is I've made a list of my top 20 players going into next season. This list is sort of a mix of, I guess, a little bit of potential success from last year. Like players that we need to keep an eye on in terms of them either coming back from injury, like a couple of them, or proving stuff that they didn't prove last year. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. This is my top 20. Obviously this is my list, I created it, so not everyone's going to agree with it, but as I'm going through the video, leave down below in the comments what you think, who you think I put in the wrong spot, or who you would change, or who you might add or remove. So I want you to play a part in this as well, so yeah, leave your comments below and I'll reply to them and we can create a discussion from there. But without further ado, let's get into it. So my number 20 spot, I've got Jamal Murray. Obviously a lot of people were sort of saying like, oh, he only performed extremely well in the bubble and this and that, but I just think if you factor the Nuggets and his success in the bubble and the eyes that he's got on him going into next year, I feel that he fitted nicely into my 20th spot. Number 19, we've got Donovan Mitchell, much for the same reason. I've got Donovan a little bit higher. Obviously the Jazz didn't go as far, but I just think that Donovan, I feel like he's the better player than Jamal Murray just because he came into the league, his rookie year, well, he didn't take them, but his rookie year they went to the playoffs with him as the leading scorer, and I just think that he's still got a lot of upside in that the Jazz's success starts with him, so I've got him at 19. Moving into 18, we've got Klay Thompson. Obviously he was injured last year and we didn't get to see what he would do, but I've still included him in the list. Like, we all know who Klay Thompson is, we know what Klay Thompson can do. If him and Curry can come back and be somewhat what they were, the Warriors are going to be a contender again, so I've got Klay Thompson at 18. Number 17, we've got Paul George. A lot of people might not have him in their top 20 anymore, but I think it's a bit disrespectful. He obviously didn't play to the standard we know he can play, but the standard we know he can play is a top 20 player, so I've put him at number 17, just a fraction ahead of those last three, just because he has proven that he can be the man. We're just yet to see that, so I've put him at 17 and we'll keep an eye on him going into next year. Number 16, I've got Ben Simmons. With number 16 and number 15, I'll just show you now. I've got Joel Embiid at 15, Ben Simmons at 16. You can swap those around, they're pretty much the same position. I'm just going to put 15 and 16 as Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. No matter what way you look at it, Philly's got a lot to figure out. The new coach helps a lot, but they've got to figure out this Al Horford situation. I think Tobias Harris is best at their 4 spot with Ben at 1 and Embiid at 5, but they've got some stuff to sort out, but talent-wise, those two are still definitely top 20 in my eyes. Now moving on to number 14, I've got Russell Westbrook. I actually originally had him a lot higher in this list, meaning like in that 20 to sort of 15 range, but I've put him at 14. Obviously there's some rumors about him leaving or James Harden leaving, but Russell Westbrook's still a top 15 talent in the league. Obviously what, 2 MVPs? 1 MVP? 2 MVPs, triple doubles. Like, I'm going to include him on my list, so he's at my number 14th spot. Number 13, we have got Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, I think that he's an honorable mention when it comes to talking about your top 10. I think out of most people I've gone through, he's still the youngest. He still has a lot of upside. I do think that Jason Tatum, especially the situation he's in with the Celtics and being that number 1 option, and his position, the roof's the ceiling. The sky's the limit for Jason Tatum. Let's just say that the sky is the limit for Jason Tatum. And number 12, we've got Damian Lillard. See, I really like Damian Lillard. He's probably one of my top 3 favorite players in the league. So I think I originally had him at 9th or 10th, but once I sort of thought about it, and I got some advice from my mate who helped me sort of put this list together just in case I was missing something. It did hurt to put him outside the top 10, but I'll be honest and fair, I've got Damian Lillard at number 12. Number 11, I've got Kyrie. See, also I don't mind Kyrie, but I do like Lillard a lot more. So I think I originally had Lillard above Kyrie, but I've put Kyrie at the 11th spot just on the fact that we only seen him play a little bit last year. Him with KD is honestly can be dangerous. If they can get James Harden, which these rumors about, I honestly think that's ugly. Obviously all the talent in the world to get it done, but I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah. And now moving on to the top 10. And do remember what I said at the start of this video. Leave your comments below if you think that you would put someone somewhere else, or if you disagree with my placements, leave it below, and we'll talk about it, because I want, again, this is my list that I created, so I want you guys to interact below and give your opinions. So yeah, moving into the top 10. At the 10th spot, we've got the Joker. I think we know why. The Nuggets are maybe not a contender in terms of they can definitely maybe win. I think they're a contender in terms of getting to the finals and going far in the West, but I think Joker's the heart of that. We all know what he can do. He's like a overgrown Luka Doncic to a certain degree. I do think he needs to get a bit better defensively. He's obviously lost that weight so he can move around a bit more, but just get that strength and that agility in the low post defense, because that's where he struggled a lot, especially against the Lakers series with the Dwights and stuff, but and Anthony Davis. But yeah, Joker's comfortably my number 10 spot. Number 9, I've got Jimmy Butler. So you can think of this two ways. You can, one, say I've put him too high, he deserves to be like a top 8, or you could say that he doesn't even deserve to be in the top 10. I've put him at 9th. I think he has to be in the top 10 on the fact that he just took his team to the finals. The 8 players I have in front of him, I don't know, I just couldn't quite put him in front of them, apart from maybe James Harden, who I think's next, but I just feel like that's a bit disrespectful to James Harden in terms of how much he scores and what he does. Obviously the team success wasn't there like it was for Butler, but I've got Butler at number 9. Just keep in mind that if I did this list before the playoffs started, I don't think I would have had Jimmy Butler in a top 10 spot, so I'm giving him some respect by putting him in there anyway, because I know you might get mad about that, Jeremy. I see you. And number 8, James Harden. Yeah, like I said, I think I might have had James Harden at 9 and Butler at 8 originally, but 36 points a game, maybe 34. There's obviously rumors about him leaving, and they haven't had the greatest team success. They've always gone far in the playoffs, but we got to admit that James Harden's probably one of the best scorers we might have ever seen. Definitely top 5, I'd say. So yeah, I've got him in my number 8 spot. Number 7, we've got Luka Doncic. See, obviously we know why Luka is at 7. He deserves to be a top 10. Again, you could put these in different orders, but I've definitely spent a lot of time thinking about this list and trying to put it in the best way possible, so I'm comfortable with him in my number 7 spot. And number 6, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is self-explanatory, like, he's Anthony Davis. I don't quite have him in the top 5, but you'll see who my top 5 are, and let me know if you think Anthony Davis is a top 5 player or not. I've got him at 6. I think he just falls out of that top 5, but especially champion going into next year with LeBron, like, he's going to be someone to watch. He's going to be one of the best players in the league. So Anthony Davis at number 6. And number 5, we've got Stephen Curry. We haven't seen him play. Well, we did see him play a little bit, right? Because he played against the Lakers that game. But Steph Curry, like MVP, champion, 3-point god. Like, Steph Curry coming back even after injury, like, he's the top 5 player in the league. He's the top 5 player we want to watch. I think the Warriors could maybe be a threat again this year. And he's going to be at the heart of that with Clay, Draymond, and Wiggins if they end up keeping him. But yeah, Steph Curry, you have to put him in your top 5. Like, I wasn't going to put Anthony Davis there over Curry, so I've got Steph Curry at number 5. And number 4, actually, before I get into number 4 and 3, I have no problem with swapping these two or putting them at 3 or 4 or 4 and 3. The reason I've put them in the order it is just, there's only a slight difference while I've put them in that order, but number 3 and 4 is sort of meshed into one spot. So at number 4, I've got Kawhi Leonard, and number 3, I've got Giannis. It could go either way, and I wouldn't complain, but I just think they're both in the same boat as we have Kawhi, who was a Finals MVP like just over a year ago, and then we have Giannis, who's a back-to-back MVP. They were both second round exits, and they both need to, Kawhi's proved it. Kawhi's won. Giannis hasn't. I think I've got Giannis at 3 just on the fact of back-to-back MVPs. Depoy, like he's got a lot more to prove in his career, but than Kawhi per se. He's obviously a lot younger, but yeah, I don't mind if you have those two reversed or whatnot. Going into next year, those two. I mean, everyone has pressure, but they definitely got a lot of pressure on them to get it done and definitely try to get to that finals and go for a title, because we were all sort of expecting them as they were 2 of the top 3 teams and 2 of the top 3 players last year. So definitely keep an eye on those two going into the next season. And now going into my top 2. At number 2, some people might disagree with this, some people might not. I've got Kevin Durant. The reason I've put him above Giannis and Kawhi, even though he didn't play last year, is just he's in the East. Obviously, so is Giannis, but he's in the East. Brooklyn could be really scary. We all know KD's KD. He did sliver his way to Golden State, but for a long time we all knew that he was the second best player in the league. Some people even said he was the first best player in the league. MVP, Finals MVP, champion, new team. Even after injury, he doesn't heavily rely on athleticism. I think even if KD can come back at 80 or 90%, he's still going to be one of the top 5 players in the league. So I've put KD at number 2 on the fact of I'm really intrigued to see how this Brooklyn team goes. And I am, as much as I didn't like KD and I still don't really like him because of that whole Warriors thing, you've got to respect him. Like, I've actually missed him. Like, I was sick of people talking about Kawhi and Giannis all the time. I miss KD. So KD's at my number 2. And now moving on to the number 1 spot. It's pretty obvious who this is going to be because he's the only person that I haven't mentioned yet. But yeah, going to my number 1 spot, it is definitely 100% easily the man who can maybe be the GOAT, Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso is our number 1 spot. Look at man's. No, I'm kidding. Number 1's LeBron James. I'm obviously a huge LeBron fanboy, so you guys can say what you want, but Finals MVP, champion. The same reason a lot of people had Kawhi as their number 1 player going into last season, because he was the reigning Finals MVP, he was the reigning champion. Keep that same energy of LeBron. Like, Mans is like nearly 47, but he hasn't showed signs of slowing down. He's showing signs of just getting smarter. He plays in the system more. I think he continues to get skilled. And now with Dennis Schroeder at the Lakers, I think LeBron and AD might be on the right road to getting that 2-peat. So yeah, LeBron James is number 1, as I'm sure we all sort of guessed. But yeah, that's that video. Leave a like, and like I said at the start, comment down below who you would change or what you think I got wrong, and we'll have a discussion. But apart from that, leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn the post notifications on. Give me a like if you like these type of videos, the top 10 or top 20 type videos. I might do more of these in the future. I do have fun sort of putting it together. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.